Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn about the htaccess file, and I will show you two tools for creating, editing and testing your htaccess file. So let's get started. Okay, htaccess file is a file which is located at your server and used for your server configurations. This file is used on Apache servers for maintaining certain rules for your server. This file contains a set of rules which we can edit and change as per our requirements. We can write rules for redirection, error pages, force HTTPS, file handling and SEO purposes. Okay, so this is what a htaccess file looks like. As you can see, it has some tags which are basically the configuration rules. So this file here contains rules for URL redirection. If the requested URL is not found, the user will be redirected to a certain page. Okay, so as you can see, we first set the rewrite engine to on, then rules will be followed as shown. So hash is used for commenting out the lines, and below it defines 3 lines which will basically ignore redirection if the requested URL is a file or a directory, and rest all of the URL which is not found or not exist will be redirected to the index.html file, which is the base file of your application. So this was the htaccess file, and now I will show you two most useful resources, or you can say as tools, for editing and testing your htaccess file. Okay, so I have written a dedicated post for this, on which you can check out on my website stacksjar.com. So we'll go to our website. So this is the post you can check out. First tool is basically a GitHub page which have a htaccess code snippets which you can simply copy and use in your htaccess files as per your needs. This page contains almost all common rules used for Apache server configurations. It includes rules for rewrite and redirection of URLs, again which will be used when a user hits a particular URL of your server and you want the user to be redirected to some other URL. You can this code, for example, you have changed your URL and want the user to be redirected to the new URL, you can write this code and use this code in htaccess, which will automatically reroute the user to the new URL. It also has various other rules for security, performance and many more. So these are the rules for force HTTPS, add trailing slash, which basically it will add a URL, which will add a slash at the end of your URL. removing trailing slash is the opposite of this. It will remove a trailing slash from the URL end if it exists. So let's take this first example of force HTTPS rules. What it actually does is, whenever a user hits a HTTP version of your site, they will be redirected to HTTPS version automatically by the code written in the .htaccess file. So to test this thing out, I will show you the second tool, which is basically a website which will allow us to test our htaccess rules. Okay, so again we'll go to my website stacksjar.com. You will get the link there. Let's open this up. Okay, so this is the website htaccess tester. Okay, so this is the form, or you could say inputs. Here you have to specify the URL of your website on which you have to test your .htaccess rules. What I will do here is, I will simply copy the URL of my website and paste it in the first input. Okay, and let's copy the rule force HTTPS and paste it in the second input. And I will change the URL of my website from HTTPS to HTTP and check whether if the force HTTPS rule works. Okay, now click on the test button. It will give us the output. Okay, all 3 lines were executed successfully and the given output URL was the HTTPS version. So this is how this tool works, and you just have to pass in the URL and URL of your application and rules you wish to test, and it will show the result. It will show you the proper message, which lines of code have issues and which were executed successfully. So that's it guys for today's video. Try out these tools and let me know about your opinions in the comment section below. If you want links to both of these tools, you can check out my post on my website stacksjar.com. I will give a link to that post in the description below. Thank you and happy coding.